Hello, friend. Good afternoon and welcome to my YouTube channel, Stay Invested Shesa. Well, first of all, sorry that I couldn't able to, provide any YouTube update for last little over a month. But well, we can discuss today and see what is going on in the market, and I can give a quick overview about that. Okay, thanks. So let's start now. Okay. So again, welcome to my YouTube channel, Stay Invested Shesa. Okay. First of all, let me talk quickly about about the elections. As you know, on November 5th, there were the U.S. presidential election, and what happened has been a kind of history because everybody was thinking that it will be a close race between Donald Trump and Kamala Harris, but that did not happen. In fact, Trump was elected as the president, and he also took both the Senate as well as the House. Okay, and it was a history in the sense that nobody probably thought it is going to happen. Particularly Wall Street never thought that it is going to happen. The stock market actually zoomed. Okay, and it went like crazy for 3 to 4 business days, and we saw that in fact Dow Jones went past 44,000. S&P 500 went past what 6,000, and of course our Nasdaq went past 19,000 point. Okay, I think it went up to till 19,366 or something like that. Well, so basically, we saw this was one of the biggest rally that the stock market saw for any after any presidential election, at least in last 1 century, okay, or in last 100 years. But then most of the stocks actually went off. Okay, like in fact, some of the stock I will say that went up like crazy because there are so much of euphoria that the President Trump will have a lot of policy changes and stuff like that, which I'll be discussing in a couple of minutes. But let's first see then what happened actually over this week. Okay, on Wednesday, 13th of November. Okay, the CPI or the Consumer Price Index, or we call this CPI inflation. Okay, came down, which rose actually went up from 2.4% to 2.6% in the month of October. Actually, Wall Street also was expecting 2.6% in October. Okay, so but it was not a surprise for them. However, what has been happening, please note that this is very important. What has been happening that this CPI has been increasing. Basically, inflation has started increasing. Basically, the trend that it shows has been increasing, and which is not a great sign. Okay, and that is where the market got a little bit concerned that hey, whether it will be there be any reinflation or basically inflation picking up again. Okay, I will not rule out that because we'll also see the PPI number, so I will not rule out that that may also happen. Okay, but on the positive note, if you see that the housing or the excluding the housing market, if we see the inflation rose just 1%. However, the trend has been going up, and it is expected, by the way, just to let you know, it is expected based on the forecast that is happening or the data that is showing probably in for this month, which will be coming in December, right? So, but in November also, the inflation CPI, both CPI and PPI, expected to go up. Okay, so the trend is not really trending well as far as inflation is concerned. Okay, and on Thursday, 14th, we saw the PPI, okay, or the producer price index, which went up from 1.9% to 2.4%. Okay, so that's a big jump. Okay. Also, again, as I said, it is expected to rise next month. But also, one more thing, just wanted to let you know that PPI or the Producer Price Index has been rising since last November. Slow and steady, but it has been rising. So basically, all the production that is happening, the producers they are selling to wholesalers and all, so that is going up. So basically, when that goes up, so the wholesaler also will be passing the cost to the consumers, and that is how consumers will be buying with higher prices and so on, and inflation goes up. Okay, well, on Wednesday also what happened, Fed chairman J Paul he told that the Federal Reserve is not in a hurry to cut rates. Okay, because they are seeing strength in the economy and the job market has kind of stabilized. At least that's what they are saying at this time. So they are not in a rush to cut the interest rate. In fact, okay, the traders were expecting that there will be another rate cut in December, and 72.2% traders were expecting that. However, after this PPI data and visualizing the CPI data, okay, visualizing both of these, in fact, now the expectation has come down to 58.7% only. And frankly, in my view, this is just my personal view, I don't think, probably, I'm not sure that Federal Reserve will cut another 25 cents or 0.25% rate in December. I do not feel very confident. Probably at this time, I can think that it will be most probably 50-50 chance. Okay, but in fact, there is no point if the economy is doing well unless there is job markets goes down again significantly. In fact, I don't think that why should they also keep cutting rates, because again inflation trend is going up, so again inflation may go up further, okay, if they keep cutting rates. So we'll see anyway. Okay, now also another important thing is that Friday retail sales came, and the retail sales went up from 0.3%, which was expected by the Wall Street, to 0.4%. One more important thing, also the September retail sales, which had come into 0.4%, was revised, okay, to 0.8%, meaning that the sales were double than what they had declared in the month of September. So that is another sign, means there is consumers are still spending a lot of money. Okay, when consumers spend a lot of money, of course, economy does well, but at the same time, chances of higher inflation. Okay, so what to look forward? Okay, here are the things. What is going that Federal Reserve? What is it going to do in future? Means in December, how they will see the Trump administration when Donald Trump takes oath on January 20. What will be his policy? How those are going to impact? Whether it will be inflationary. How will be the border crisis will be solved, because that may also I mean, if the border crisis still remains, rather, sorry, let me say that if they remove a lot of folks from US, so the cheap labor may become costlier, okay, at least in short term, and that may also become inflationary. So how the Federal Reserve is going to act? Next one is Trump administration. What are they going to do? Everybody is thinking, everybody is speculating. However, Trump has made it very, very clear on several things. One, of course, as he said, that about the border. Okay. Then also other things, that he will stop the war. Okay. And also very important thing is that there will be there will be change in the fiscal policy. Okay. So he is also going to cut taxes. Okay. So here are the things. Of course, there will be tax cuts, as I said, and war and border. These are few of the very critical things. But why Wall Street still is excited is, first of all, if you see 2016, 2017, those tax cuts happened for the corporations. Actually, in fact, that was very helpful, at least not for a very long term, but at least in short term, it helped the corporates as well as the stock market went up. Okay, and this time also he's saying that he will bring down the tax rate to 15% for the corporate world. So we'll see. That is one of the things. But most important, I think, even more than the tax cut, what I think very important, at least in my perspective, is his pro-business policies. Because business operates when they operates in a more autonomy way. Okay, when they have the autonomy, they really do well. If okay, there are certain things that they should not also monopolize things, and there should be some policies for your policies, processes, whatever you say. Okay, but then when businesses operate, I mean, independently, they do better. Okay, and that's one of the very, very important thing. And what will happen is, this is one of the biggest problem with Trump administration, was that with Biden administration, was that they were, I mean, totally against any mergers and acquisitions. Okay, almost hardly it was, and even if any mergers acquisitions happened, which was very rarely, whatever happened, it went for years. Okay, we have seen that. even 2 3 mergers that happened, even small mergers also they were just stopping it. So that was kind of ridiculous to me. But this is what one of the very important thing. So a lot of you, we can see a lot of mergers and acquisitions. So that is what may take the market off, because people may think that, hey, I buy X or Y or Z, and probably those may be acquired. And particularly, please note, biotech sector. That should be exciting to see, because a lot of biotech companies, and now that Trump also, he will have the he may change, of course, the even Obamacare. I mean, there is a possibility. And also, we may see that the change that is happening on the healthcare side. A lot of healthcare stocks were down in the last couple of days. If you see last 2 3 days, actually, once Trump nominated JFK Jr. Okay, because that guy is very strict. I mean, and probably we may see, so healthcare, I'm very doubtful actually what will happen to healthcare, but some of the biotech stocks, small biotech companies, they may get acquired. And not only biotech, but also in financials. Okay, you expect that in financials there may be many mergers and acquisitions. So also probably we will see something in the oils and gas sector. Okay, so and all these things will result into mergers and acquisitions. So improved investor sentiment, it will have better earnings, and I'm expecting some of the monies will be coming from the sideline. Okay, what will be the negative? That this is what we already know, that the possibility of rising inflation, and Fed may not cut that much interest rate as expected by Wall Street. Okay, so that's the risk side. So earning is one thing. Another thing what drives the market is also the liquidity in the market. Means low the interest rate, people spend more, or or they can take easy loan, and so on and so forth. Well, now let me talk about. I have a lot of discussion, of course. I also pinged in my WhatsApp group multiple times, and we had discussions about Tesla. But as you know, that it was on fire. It was really on fire, because the on the day of election, I believe it was around $250, and it went up to $358 in the span of just 4 days. Means $108 went up in only 4 days. In fact, in the after hours, I believe on Tuesday night it had gone up to near about 370 also. Okay, but then again it came down. That was after hour, means at night. Okay, not only after hour, it was the night, basically night stock. You can see it in Robinhood if you want. That happens after 6:30 p.m. Pacific time. Okay, so it was up almost 40% in 4 trading days. And the short sellers, as I had written, had lost about $8 billion. But what is more, why I think Tesla, I definitely, I think for next few years, Tesla should do well, not necessarily a car, but what I am excited, in fact, some of the Wall Street analysts are also excited, is that he will be, Elon Musk will be the part of DOG, or Department of Government, Department of Government Efficiency, right? So what may happen is that it will not only help Tesla, because he also may generate a lot of revenues from the the power storage, or the energy storage. That's because that is one of the huge market, and which nobody talks about. And in fact, a lot of foreign companies also may have some associations. They may also try to install to get their favor. I mean, I don't know whether they will favoring or what they will do, but yeah, I'm thinking that there will be positive impact for Tesla. And one more important thing, that which again not many people talks about, is it may be really helping XAI. Okay, XAI, because XAI, as you know, it is like ChatGPT only, but they have not really, they have some beta version going on, and who only for the paid subscribers. But this is going to be really, I mean, this is going to be like ChatGPT or beyond that, XAI. And I always say that do not rule out Elon Musk, whether you like his car, whether you like him as a person or not, but do not do not rule out or write off the Elon Musk, the entrepreneur. uh, well okay, so stock on fire, Tesla, of course, and IONQ. This is one of the quantum computing stock that I had talked about in many of my investment when it was $6 to $7, and this stock has gone to almost 29, almost near about $30, $29 something. It is, it has gone on really fire, because the quantum computing is expected to be the next major phenomenon in the stock market. Sorry, in the rather you can say information revolution. So on that, quantum computing, I may write someday about quantum computing. And of course, you may be knowing, you are all technology professional, most of you. So this stock is really on fire. And another stock which is really which is following like Tesla is PLTR or Palantir, because they have a lot of business, and not only defense, and now they are going into the private sectors, and they are really doing well. They are also in the AI space, or artificial intelligence. And of course, crypto stocks, they are really on fire. Crypto probably went around 65k to 94,000 or so in the span of few days. Okay. And another one is the coin. Keep an eye on coin, COIN. Okay. And also BTC and BTCS. These are some of this, to keep an eye. BTC, BTCS, coin is that exchange. Okay. That is Coinbase. Okay, stock to watch, Nvidia, because Nvidia very important. Please note that next Thursday, I believe it is a Thursday, on 21st, Nvidia will be releasing its earning. As you always know, that the Nvidia earning is the biggest earning, and what we call, whether you call Super Bowl or whether you call the biggest earning or whatever you term it, but Nvidia will be releasing its earning. I am expecting they should still do well, and they may continue to do well. But question is, how well, when how much they will beat the expectations, and whether what will be the guidance. Those are the key things. And one more thing, just to remind about this, is that as you can know, that the semiconductor sector has really come down in last few days. For example, if you see SOXL, which is that semiconductor sector 3x bull, it has from about $69 or so, 66 or $69, it has come down to $26, $27. Okay, so I think there will be opportunity, but I will be cautious on that. Tesla, of course, and SMCI. Well, let me talk one word about SMCI, super microcomputer. As you know, what is going on, a lot of things, lot of issues about the accounting problem. Ernst & Young had resigned as their auditor, so now they are in. They were supposed to file it by Saturday, but it was Friday. Their 10K, but because it was in fact, they should have filed by today, which by Saturday. Okay, but because it was a Saturday, so they can file it on Monday. And if early evidence, if anything, I can think what I'm seeing is that possibly they will be filing most likely on Monday. And there are still some of the huge, large institutional investors like Vanguard, as I wrote, that has invested at least 1 billion. When the stock price has gone down so much, still they are invested 1 billion. And State Corporation and many other big fund managers are there, and I don't think they are going to let this company to kind of fail. What we can expect is on Monday they should probably get an extension. If they get an auditor, they can say that they can, and they may get an extension up to Q1 of 2025. And of course, please keep an eye on TQQ, because Nasdaq is coming down, so keep an eye on that. Crypto stocks, of course, but don't get too much hype on this crypto and all, because all of a sudden this may all of a sudden it may come down, boom, also like 30-40% also. So it is better to be watchful and careful. Okay. And of course, one more thing, and also please look into the financial sectors, because they are really doing well. And because of Trump's that policy that we are talking about, the pro reform policies, this is going to really help the financial sector also. So be aware about that. Okay. Okay, what do I expect going forward? Yes, we may see. So we are already seeing some pullbacks. Okay, but I'm thinking that we should get some turnaround maybe next week, because it will be, is it next week, Thanksgiving weekend, or before Thanksgiving? We should see the market to turn around, and particularly after the Nvidia earning. That will be the really key. Okay, after the Nvidia earning. And around the Thanksgiving we should see good market. But when it comes to December, let's be a little careful, because December is a tax tax season. So there may be a lot of sellings, because a lot of stocks which are not doing well, people will try to just clean those just to take their capital loss. So be watchful about the in December, and latter part of December to probably till Donald Trump takes the oath on January 20. I think we should really have another good run. Okay. So I guess yes, that's all for today, friends. And again, I'll try to post my video, and I'll not try to edit all those things, and I'll try to put it as usual. I mean, uh, and we'll go from there. And again, thanks a lot for listening to my channel. And I'm sorry if at all I did not post earlier, but I'll try my best to post it whatever I can going forward in future. Okay, thank you.